And now, slightly later than scheduled, let's go live to Studio G as we ask you, the viewer at home, to guess the male nipple.
It's Just the Male Nipple with your host, Jack Little.
Thank you there, Jed Bloodspot, and yes indeed, welcome to the game that we like to call Guess the Male Nipple, where we show you a nipple, and you have to tell us who it belongs to. We've got a fantastic set of contestants for you tonight. Let's go over and meet them. It's Chat, everybody, it's Chat. Now, I understand, Chat, that you've got a rather amusing story about something that happened to you while you were getting some exercise in. So if you could just tell me about that, and we can have a big old chuckle, and I'll try quite badly to weave it back into the game show, and then we can progress with the game. And Curtains writes, this is my favourite nipple guessing game on Twitch on Tuesdays. Thank you. We've put a lot of thought and effort into it. Oh dear. Freddie Dingo had an accident on the treadmill. He did a Lineker on the treadmill, which is unfortunate. I'd like to point out at this stage, because I know Gary watches the stream. Gary Lineker has done other things. He has done other things. Okay. And thank you for befouling not only the treadmill, but also Chat with your potty mouth, Freddie Dingo. So any other stories people would like to offload at this point? Embarrassing things that happened to them while they were exercising. If not, then we'll just have to get on with it. It's nice to know the contestants before, because then it allows the viewer at home to kind of root for you. They're thinking, oh, now I know that Freddie Dingo soiled himself. That's given me. He's made him somehow more human. I feel like I can root for him now. That's basically why we do that bit. I'm just letting you in on the form of the game show in case it had missed your mind. Oh, hello. M. Curtains got beaten in a swimming race by my wife and her friend. Oh no, they're both women. I'm assuming women can have men friends. The sex part doesn't always get in the way. When Harry Met Sally got it completely wrong. Where was I? When Harry Met Sally, swimming. Oh yeah, no, I used to do park run, and what used to annoy me, I wasn't really embarrassed by it. Just I suppose mildly envious is you get people pushing baby carriages, pushchairs, overtaking you. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. Both ladies, I can certify. No, I'm not going to ask. Okay, so if you are new to the show, how this works is, let's get rid of this frame. Bring up that and bring the frame up. In a moment, we're going to show you a nipple. Right now, if you guess the owner of the nipple without even seeing the nipple, you get 3 house points. 3! Then in a moment, once people have had their usual guesses, Brian Blessed, etc., then it's never going to be Brian Blessed, is it? Because you always get... Then what happens is we show you the nipple. If you guess the nipple by the nipple alone, you win 2 house points. Then we get into clues that are very cryptic but easy to understand. Is it Damon Albarn? It's not. Is it your nipple? It's not. Pierce Brosnan? It's not Pierce Brosnan. Kyle MacLachlan? It's not Kyle MacLachlan. Oh, I wish it was Kyle MacLachlan's nipple. Oh, excuse me. Just cut away for a second. Oh, thanks. Thank you. And then when we get onto the clues, what are they playing for, Jed?
1 house point.
1 house point. My ears are very quiet tonight. I don't know why that should be. Is it Craig MacLachlan, perhaps best known for that song he did? It's not. Ade Edmondson, no. Is it Julia Louis-Dreyfus? It's not Julia Louis-Dreyfus. The nipple is belonging to a man. belonging to a man. I'm going to give you 3 more guesses. 3 more guesses. And then we will progress with actually showing you the nipple. Just mysteriously drink through my other mouth there. In remembrance of David Lynch, this week's nipple is David Lynch's. It's not David Lynch's nipple. I'm not sure I've got a photo of David Lynch with his top off. I daren't look right now, if I'm honest. Al Murray. No, it's not Al Murray. It's not David Lynch. Dan, of course, most famous for winning Eurovision Song Contest for Ireland. Gene Hackman. Oh, it's a lovely guess. I'd love it for it to be Gene Hackman. It's not Gene Wilder. It's not Robert Pattinson, best known for The Lighthouse. It's not. Okay, I'm going to bring it up. Here's the nipple, and I'll embiggen it. I'll embiggen it for you. I've seen it. You're fond of me, lobster. Yeah, it looks like something from a Georges Méliès. Do I mean Georges Méliès? Isn't that a character from Viz? Georges Méliès, that's better. Georges Méliès film, doesn't it? Last time, I've not done this bit before, but I'm going to do it again. Last time I saw a nipple like that, it had a tiny little rocket stuck into it. Is it Warren Mitchell? No. Is it Cary Grant? No. Is it Marlon Brando? No. Is it a topographical map of Mars? It's not. Welcome in, Nicky Dangerous. Don't worry, you've missed the 3-point window, but nobody else got those points, so you're still safe, Nicky. Right now, you can win 2 points if you correctly identify this nipple. Is it the moon? It's not the moon. Is it Georges Méliès? It's not. Is it Carl Levy? It's not Carl Levy. Arnold Schwarzenegger? Is it Arnold Schwarzenegger? No, it's not. It's not Arnie. Not on this occasion. Have you noticed how the older Arnie gets, the more square he becomes? What's that about? Sylvester Stallone, perhaps best known for Italian Stallion. It's not. It's not Sylvester Stallone. Lon Chaney Jr., the famous werewolf. It's not Lon Chaney. Is it Jean-Michel Jarre, the French son et lumière musician? It's not. Is it Bruce Lee? No, it's not even Bruce Lee, Freddie Dinger. It's neither Bruce Lee's, irrespective of spelling. It's not Old Sal. We've been trying to contact Old Sal to get a nipple shot of him. I say it's not that. It's neither Bruce Lee, Freddie Dinger. Is it Mike Oldfield, perhaps best known for Tubular Bells? Are these his tubular nipples? No, they are not. I'm going to give you 3 more guesses, and then we're going to bring out the cues. I'm not going to change it. Oh, I love this game show studio. I don't like the staff so much, and I think you know why. But I do like the studio. Is it Sean Connery, Richard Branson, Samuel L. Jackson, Leslie Nielsen? If it's not Bruce Lee, it must be Bruce Forsyth. I like your logic because it's broken, and I'm drawn to things that are broken. Is it George Orwell? No. Is it Rick Wakeman? Let's have a look. No, it's not Rick Wakeman. Let's give you a clue. Where are the clues? Oh, they're down there. Okay. I'm still getting used to the new button layout. We changed it from how it used to be. Paul Hogan, no. Spencer Tracy, no. And Paul Hogan, perhaps best known for... Oh, God. They did like a recent film. It was like a meta Paul Hogan Crocodile Dundee film where he's trying to make a new Crocodile Dundee film. And it is not a good movie. It's got John Cleese in it. My mum went to school with Rick Wakeman. Where was he from? Kirk Douglas, Dick Van Dyke. No. Here's a clue. And I'll then begin it for you. Oh, I like this part. Oh my God! The first clue is the year 2002. 2002. And there's some colours. There are some colours. If I bring that up, you won't see it, will you? Maybe I'll bring it up later. Hang on. Okay, it's ready, and I'll minimize it, and then that's fine. I've just got to remind myself of things. Oh, is it? Okay. We have some guesses. He was from Greenford. Oh, Greenford, lovely part of the world, Greenford. Pete Waterman, no. Tim Cruise, no. Tom Even, no. It's not even Tom Cruise, Nicky. Uh, John Leguizamo? No. Is that when the nipple died? What, 2002? I can't be drawn on the nature of the clues. Is it Chris Barry, perhaps best known for Spitting Image? It's not Chris Barry. Is it Owen Wilson? Oh, what was my Owen Wilson joke? Oh, it was Woodrow Wilson, wasn't it? That was it. Woodrow Wilson was the president whose catchphrase was, "Oh, wow." Bob Hoskins, no. Charles Bronson, no. Barry Nelson, no. Des Lynam, no. Nicolas Cage, no. Like I'm going to put Des Lynam's nipple in front of Christopher Throbbing and think that he's got a hope in hell. Luke Wilson, it's not Luke Wilson. These are all guesses. And I just like to say for the record, these are definitely all guesses. So well done. Is it Dudley Moore? It's not Dudley Moore. Wesley Snipes, Ronald Reagan, Carrie Elwes, Jeff Bezos. It's not Jeff Bezos. Or Bezos. Is it Bezos or Bezos? Whose name is it? That's crazy. Richard Harris, perhaps best known, of course, for his ventriloquism act with Orville. It's not Richard Harris. It's not Richard Harris. Excuse me, could you just put that into my mouth? A lovely mystery drink. Is it Robbie Coltrane? Frank Muir? Jason Statham? No. Is it Tom Hardy? It's not Tom Hardy. That's my impression of whoever does Tom Hardy on Nikki's channel. Spike Milligan? No. David Muir? David Muir? No. Is it Van Diesel? No. Is it Carl Lewis? Charlton Heston? Paul Walker? I'm going to give you another clue. I'm bored now. I'm not really. I'm having a lovely time. As are you. Charlton Heston? Paul Walker? No. Here's a second clue. 1988. Is it Ryan Reynolds? Perhaps best known for, was it the Green Lantern? I think is the main sort of, I think what people most know him from. Is it the Green Lantern? James Coburn? No. Barry McGuigan, perhaps best known for, that's that boxer turned vintner. Barry McGuigan does it quite, I think, quite a decent 0.0. It's not a sparkling 0.0. It's a still 0.0. And yeah, I think it's the only one that I've had of that, which I quite like. But it's not Barry. Is it Tom Hanks? No. Billy D. Williams, Val Kilmer, Peter Wellers, Val Kilmer, Danny John Jules, Val Kilmer, Nicholas Witchell. yeah. I anticipated that somebody would guess Sue Lawley for the voice. So I made the nipple Nicholas Witchell. No, that's not what's happened today. Billy Wilder? No. Peter Sellers? No. It's not Peter Sellers. Let's go to the wide view because it's nice, isn't it, when you see the names scroll up. Frank Sinatra Jr., Malcolm McDowell, Peter Sissons. It's none of those. I'm not sure that nipple died in 2002 anymore. Well, have you gone through all of the people who died in 2002? Is it Matthew Broderick? It's not Matthew Broderick. We've done Matthew Broderick. I'm afraid. Do you want another clue? Tim Burton. It's not Tim Burton. Tim Burton's nipple sort of has a spiral. There's a joke there about his aesthetic. Denzel Washington, Eric Morecambe, Will Smith, lucky Matthew Broderick. No. Clue number 3. And I'll embiggen it for you. So far we have 2002. We have 1988. We have 2006. Those are the years. If you're not familiar with the clues, how it works is the nipple usually belongs to somebody who works in some sort of creative capacity. So each clue reflects a year that a particular project came out and the colours of an artwork that is attached somehow to that project. So if it was a musician, it might be a CD cover artwork or an LP artwork indeed. If it's an actor, then it might be a film poster of the film that they were in at that particular year. What do we got? Lucky Matthew Broderick. Family show, Freddie. Cal Penn, who's perhaps most famous for inventing muesli. Lawrence Fishburne, it's not. Peter Shilton, it's not. Jamie Foxx, it's not. You can tell I don't know who somebody is because I'll do the perhaps best known for, and I'll just make something up. Michael Caine, and it'll be a pun about the name because that's all I've got to work with. Eddie Murphy, Clive Owen, Warwick Davis, Ben Stiller. None of those. None of those. Is it Robin Williams? Asked Freddie Dingo. Well, let's have a look. But let's have a look in this scene because it's nicer in this scene. Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Williams! It was indeed Robbie Williams. Congratulations, Freddie Dingo. You've just won yourself a house point. How did we do? Ooh, less than 18 minutes. Less than 18 minutes. That's good going for us, I think. That's good going for us. Let's do the important bit. Oops, no, I've just turned clue 1 off. Which one do I want? I want that one. There it goes. Good. So, Freddie Dingo, how did you work it out? How did you work it out? Talk us through it. 2006, I believe, was RV. What's RV? Hang on. Oh, let me get it up. This is why, because I did these and then I wasn't quite sure. Oh, it's not 2006, isn't? No. He had some rough nips. He did have some rough nips. A movie he was in. Oh, right. No, it wasn't. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. But we have 3 movies. I'll bring the other clues up. No, this is just for fun. This is just for fun. And to drag out quite a complicated moment to about half an hour. I was working my way through the night of the museum cast. And we've already had Coogan. Freddie Dingo always likes to sing his responses. Very good. So yes, absolutely. Clue number 3 is Night of the Museum. How did you know that it was Night of the Museum, though, Freddie Dingo? Because this is a bit I think that M. Curtin struggles with. So it might be valuable insight for him. Oh. And we have indeed already had Coogan. I'd say one of the real skills for the nipple gasser is knowing who we've previously had on. Which is going to get better when we get better at putting these up on YouTube. People can bone up on the nipples prior to the episode. Jean Below has lurked. Lurk away, Jean. Well, I suppose we should race to guess Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson next time. Next time that clue number 3 is, Night at the Museum. So does anybody know what any of these other films are? Because the colours of the year represent the colours of the film albums. So you reckon what you're basically saying, Freddie, is you looked at 2006 films and which of them had that kind of colour scheme, and you deduced that was Night at the Museum. Because I think this is an interesting point, and I think we need to sort of clarify it. I think that's fine. We had a situation before, I'm naming no names, but we had somebody who was winning every week, and that was when we had verbal clues. We had verbal clues for the nipple. We weren't even in Studio G back then. We had verbal clues. It was just too easy. They just kept typing the words in till somebody popped up on Google, and that was who it was. 1992 Hook. 1992 was not Hook. No, I didn't think to put Hook in. I was spoilt for choice, I must say, because I am the clue curator for Guess the Male Nipple. It's part of my contract. Sweet Baby Jesus, you expect me to remember Beyond Tonight? I'm afraid so, Nikki. I'm afraid so. Well, the last one would be Aladdin. Cough, Matty, cough. Oh, I said it. You made me say it, Christopher. You made me say it. So we've moved to this format, which I think still, as I think Freddie may or may not have demonstrated, does still allow one to Google for clues, for additional clues, but there's no sort of full-on, oh, this is who it is, in the same way that they used to be. So I'm kind of fine with that. So any ideas for any of these other films? This is a sort of similar problem, I guess, that we had with Hugh last week. Spoilers, if you've not seen last week's episode. But you kind of don't want to go for the necessarily the most obvious films, but at the same time, you don't want it to be unguessable. Well, we're not supposed to. You should have said, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's what I'm saying. Imagine you had a viewer who had never seen a film poster before. How would they get the clues? Exactly, M. Curtains. M. Curtains has never seen a film poster in his life. I just type out names randomly, to be honest. Yeah, and that's fine too. Both approaches are valid. And Nikki, you won 2 points doing that. Although I think you typing Tom Hardy isn't really random, is it? I think that's just kind of your fingers at rest will all just automatically type out Tom Hardy. Hook was 91. 88 or 89 is Dead Poets Society. Yes, 1988 is... Oh, no, 1989 is Dead Poets Society. That sort of very, very sort of golden and red poster for that, which I think was quite striking. Yeah, oh gosh, Aston on 9 already. Mrs. Doubtfire is that one? It's not. But as I say, it was spoilt for choice for these. Also, you kind of want the first ones to be difficult and the later ones to be easy. You want it to get progressively easy. Clue 5 was it was going to be Flubber, and Flubber has that very distinctive green in it. I did, and it isn't. Yeah. Yeah, I thought 1992 was Doubtfire. No, 1992 was that the same year? 1992 was Toys, Freddie. Yeah. Shocked there was no Popeye. I know, Popeye was on Framed. Framed was Popeye the other day. Hopefully not today. I'm pretty sure it was not today. I got it in one. Couldn't believe it. Very ramshackle looking boats in what appeared to be a Maltese bay. And I visited Popeye Island. One's in chat if you've been to Malta and visited Popeye Island. So yeah. Didn't put that one up. So the remaining clues. We'll go through them because you don't know. Let's do it in wide, so you can see my face. So 2002 was 1 Hour Photo, directed by Mark Romanek. One of I like Robin Williams in his quieter roles. Give me 1 Hour Photo and Seize the Day, any day of the week. Do you film the image of? Sorry, Tommy. Say again. That was a freaky movie. Yeah, it was a freaky movie. I got into one of my first sort of internet flame wars over 1 Hour Photo because an assembly of it leaked. Do you know? Oh, I see. Do you know what that film is? The image of Robin is from? Oh, I see. I don't actually. No, it was. I think it possibly might have been backstage at a live event. I got that vibe that it was possibly that he was doing his stand up, and that was a snap. Perhaps pre-encore, because I know that he sweats like he sweated like Billy-O. 1 Hour Photo was good, but the ending was a bit of a letdown. Yeah, so the assembly came out of it, and it didn't have a bookend. So in the film, that as you see it, he's in police custody at the start, and he's being asked about his behaviour, and then you get a sort of a fill for the middle of it, and then it goes back to that at the end. So it bookended it, but in the assembly it didn't. It was in chronological order and wasn't as good. I argued, and that was the source of the argument. And I was getting a bit fed up of this assumption that a director is always being stymied from his one true vision by evil producers who ruin films, and it's such a simplistic worldview. Squirrel nutty. Never been to Malta, but I can swear in Maltese. I have no idea how to spell it out as dyslexic. You can do it phonetically. We won't judge. We won't know, to be fair. So clue 2 was Baron Munchausen. And that's it, I think. Yeah, you got clue 4. Clue 5, I told you. Clue 3, yeah. So there we go. We've come to the end of successfully another sterling episode Guess the Male Nipple. I'm going to head back to the hotel now. But do join us back here at Studio G next Tuesday, where we play Guess the Male Nipple all over again. And until then, what's me sign off? Happy nippling! And congratulations once again to Freddie Dingo for getting that correct and winning at house point for Aston. We will see you next week for more Guess the Male Nipple. I'll see you back momentarily at the hotel. But till then, happy nippling. Go on then, do it. Bastards. I'm not going to go on. I'm not going to go on about it because this doesn't make any difference, does it? But no. Every episode will just plunge him into darkness at the end. Do not care. Very upsetting. I'm tempted to join a union. I'm just throwing that out there. I used to be with Equity. I can go back. Anytime.